Where do you get your authority, whether you are elected official or employee of the United States? Here's your authority. All persons born or naturalized in the United States are and subject to the jurisdiction thereof. Am I subject to your jurisdiction? Answer, yes. I have voluntarily, for the authority given myself with the agreement, I will follow the Republic's rules. Are citizens of the United States and the state wherein they reside, and the state, equal citizenship, not national, not state, but equal citizenship, both within the United States federal and the state where you reside, which now provides equal rights all the way up to the feds, all the way up to the President of the United States. No state has the authority, shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of the citizens of the United States. Has anyone claimed immunity as a person, as a citizen in the United States? Have you seen anybody actually go to court and claim immunity? I will. I did. I have. I'm sorry, I'm immune to this. Now, the burden of proof is tremendous the moment I say that. Why? Because I have guaranteed immunity, which is much higher standard than qualified immunity and is equal to absolute immunity. Magnitude of these words must be assessed. You have to determine that. Any state to deprive a person of liberty or property without due process of law, nor denied. You see, it's inverted. You notice a semicolon here? Nor. Nor is the same as or. So, nor meaning a forbidden, but the standard of or, true, false, if, and, or, gates, greater than, lesser to, equal the, okay? Representatives shall be a portioned among the several states according to their respective numbers, counting the whole number of persons. Well, you know, that's completely different, but there's your authority. It's, guess what? 14th Amendment is your authority, because you can't act without due process either. Equal rights, once again. Ah, shit, what happened? Okay, oops. Colorado revised statutes, criminal proceeding, code of criminal procedure, arrest, searches, seizures, authority of a person not a police officer to make an arrest. This is worded invertedly. Authority of all persons, not a citizen employed by the government to make an arrest, would be fully encompassing what this actually means. This is only specifying what a police officer already has, a citizen already has, and restating the fact that the citizen has this authority. Okay? A person who is not a police officer may arrest another person when any crime has been or is being committed by an arrested person in the presence of the person making arrest. Did you interfere with an armed robbery? Yes, I did. I knocked the gun out of his hands and knocked him out. He's on the floor. Gun's safe. No robbery is taking place. Oh, a hero! No, that's every fucking cop out there. Stop with the dogma. This is equal rights, equal terms, equal ground. And I don't care what these fucking faggots, and excuse the word, but I use that in the most derogatory term, not as a sexual reference at all. Faggot, as in cigarette, as in burned up, as in a butt. Don't remember that terminology? I do. It was taught to me in junior high. All the different derogatory terms you can sit there and call drugs and cigarettes and faggots. Hey mate, you got a fag? Meaning, do you have a cigarette? It is your dogma, your adaptation. If I use a Nazi symbol, I am using it in my representation of it, not your misrepresentation of it, as the Nazis had used it. It is not racist. It has other meanings. And we have eliminated the sanctuary, healing, and safety because we've eliminated the symbol for it. And then we've eliminated that further by getting rid of words, sentences, phrases that we will no longer tolerate, which has nothing to do with racism. If Niger was truly a bad word, they would have changed the name of the country years ago. You wouldn't be proud of it. It's your interpretation, your dogma, and you inflicting a negative upon my positive reflection. You are trying to minimalize my statement in its truest form of expression, and its longer meaning, not just simply because one person over there used the word wrong doesn't mean I have to be subject to that person using that word wrong. Universal citation. This is the only place that you're going to find the description of equal rights and authority. The equal rights and authority, the equal responsibility that comes with that authority. Otherwise, you wouldn't be presumed to be capable of voting. Can I vote? Absolutely, I can vote. You have your rights restored. It's a universal citation, which is sometimes called media neutral or vendor neutral citation. Generally, creating a citation to legal source allows a reader to more efficiently locate it. The citation we provide here is one that media neutral and does not depend on being located in the print edition of the book. The citation is based on the second edition of the American Associated Law Library's Universal Citation Guide. The Universal Citation is not necessarily official citation, the latter which should be used. In other words, what it's saying is it's someone's interpretation. And it's about the best I can do because no one discusses this. Not since the 20s and 30s that I can tell. I have been desperate in order to get these teacher guidebooks, okay, throughout the years, through the 30s, through the 40s, through the 50s, because these basic premise of the law has been challenged because nobody knows about it anymore. That's how we're getting all this confusion. That's why these judges are pissed off at everything. And they're taking it out on what? Everybody. Because their authority, they can clearly see what's right. They can see through your bullshit. Well, you know, they raised the electric bill, so I had to rob the bank in order to be able to pay them. Because it'll set off my electricity and I have a right to electricity. It doesn't work like that. But, you know, there's a lot of people walking around thinking that you can go out and just violate someone else's sanctity, peace of mind, disturb someone else's peace just simply because you say so. You're a fucking Karen. Oh, welcome to the club, Karen 303. So, let's move on to the next. Citizen's arrest. A person who is not a police officer may arrest another person when any crime has been or is being committed to arrest a person in presence of the person making the arrest. What's interesting about this is entirely turned because he falsely accused me and arrested me in the parking lot while armed. Ooh, I like that phrase. Do you see why I'm doing this review now? You see, in order to file a criminal complaint, I do not require a police officer at all. By not having a procedure in order to correct this problem, it exempts everybody from the courthouse. Well, we don't have to take a complaint. No, we can't file a complaint. You can't do it that way. It has to be entered as civil. I'm terribly sorry. Guess what, people? I'm blowing the doors off of this. I have the same authority as 303. And if I go out and falsely accuse somebody, I am going to get arrested for false accusations, and guess what? Miss imprisonment. The only time he tried to stop me from leaving is when he was standing in back of the bus and making it so it was impossible for me to leave under threat.
You want? He's
Okay.
about to jump in this van right here.
Is somebody else driving?
Yeah,
Yeah,
nope.
let's get tagged.
Yep, it's ANJP78.
ANJP78.
Look at this, he's got like speakers.
We're sorry, but our technical difficulty sign has failed. This was just to let you know.
Oh, we've lost audio. I believe he's making a phone call. Oh, he's trying to copyright. Tell him that's all right. We're not monetized, bitch. Tell him we're not monetized. You can unmute it. Let it ride.
Cortez, come on, back. I was muted. They didn't hear you. All my life. Oh, you're right. Yeah. You're not a human. You're a rapist. No, whatever. There's nothing we can do about stupid.
Which is an unspoken threat. And it was unclear at that time. I was trying to get people to get their attention. No, actually, I can file charges, and you don't get it. They actually has walked me through it. That's the reason why I made the show yesterday. Stop trying to bother the clerk. The clerk is not the one that's going to have a problem because policies, there's no policy. Oh, wait a minute. What do I do? There's no writing. There is no document. They have not reprinted the documents since the 60s.